Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys are joining me today. And Katie Hobbs is furious over Arizona because Kari Lake was able to get her lawsuit against her, members of the Maricopa County election boards, and other individuals in on time before the deadline to sue them for the election malfeasance that we saw take place in Arizona during the midterms. This is a huge lawsuit, and it has a lot of standing. And Kari Lake is not going to take this lying down. We've seen her fight and fight and fight without the help of many Republicans, without the help of the leadership in the Republican Party, without the help of the RNC helping her back her up, because these people are losers. They like to lose, and they're used to losing. And most of all, they are allegiant to the Uniparty. So Kari Lake's out there dropping these lawsuits. It's great to see that her continuing to fight. And from this expert that Steve Bannon has on his show, explains why this suit is so strong. And we're going to dive into that in just a moment. But before we do, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. Allow me to share some info with you. Hopefully, you can share it with your friends and family. Smash that like button to 1,500 likes. And if you like the content, you like the video, you like the channel, smash that super thanks as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. Coming to us from Red Voice Media, it says, explosive. Kari Lake files 70-page lawsuit against Katie Hobbs. Explosions on every page is what Bannon said that we have here. What we have is Kari Lake v. Katie Hobbs, Secretary of State as an individual. Steve Rucker, the county recorder, as an individual. All members of the Board of Supervisors individually, and Maricopa County Board of Supervisors. It's a very strong case. This is according to Michael Patrick Leahy. Now, I would just like to go ahead and add, before we watch this video, is that don't forget that the Maricopa County Board Supervisor election had started a pack against Kari Lake during the midterm elections. They were all aligned against her. I mean, from top to bottom, you could see them lining against her. There was a bias taking place with people who were supposed to be politically neutral when dealing with votes. They're not supposed to be taking sides. And here we have the Maricopa County Supervisors elections taking sides and backing Katie Hobbs and starting packs to attack Kari Lake. Absolutely disgraceful of what we saw take place during the midterm election. Let's go ahead and take a listen to this video, though, because there's a lot of important information you guys need to know. Let's take a listen.
The world, that's through the effort of Jim Hoff. It's unbelievable. And Andrew would be so proud of what you've accomplished. Let's start with Leahy. Michael Patrick Leahy, they put a 70-page complaint or lawsuit in yesterday. Give us the highlight reel, sir.
Yeah, the lawsuit was filed in Maricopa County Superior Court late last night. It's Kari Lake v. Katie Hobbs, Secretary of State as an individual, Stephen Ricker, the county recorder as an individual, all the members of the Board of Supervisors individually, and Maricopa County Board of Supervisors. It's a very strong case, and I'll tell you some of the real interesting details on it. It's going to be, we're told, before Judge Peter Thompson, who has a pretty strong record of being upheld by the Arizona Supreme Court. You all know about the election day problems with tabulation errors at the printers, which affected, in the case they allege, over 50% of the 223 voting centers on election day. But here is the new information, and it's quite significant. If they've got the goods and the exhibit, they argue and they allege that on election day in Maricopa County, 298,000 early votes did not have the proper chain of custody. Now, you remember we had this problem in Georgia in 2020. We weren't able to get all the goods on it and the receipts on it until probably 6-7 months later. If you look at the exhibits, which they should produce, they may have the goods. Well, in that case, that is a violation of Arizona election law. And if the judge looks at that and if the goods are there, that they don't have chain of custody for 298,000 early votes delivered to the vendor who did the signature verification, I think that alone would be sufficient, in my view, to grant the remedy sought by the Lake County. That remedy is either to declare her the victor or to have a new election in Maricopa County.
There we go. That's what needs to take place. We need to either have her be named as governor or have a re-election in just Maricopa County, and those votes then be added to the current totals of what they currently have. This is a huge case, and we'll continue to follow it. But I know Katie Hobbs is not excited to try to defend this because they know there's so much things that will be lined up against them. If this judge will be honest and will look at it as a nonpartisan instead of lining up with the Democrat Party, we will see how this goes. And I hope that Kari Lake will win this lawsuit. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Of course, you guys can follow me on all my social media, including Odysee and Gab. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, and of course, leave a let's go, Brandon. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.